Official staff and volunteers often go unnoticed at high-profile sporting events, but the designer of their uniforms for the Beijing Winter Olympics went the extra mile to make sure they get a few more looks at the upcoming games. CGTN's Sen Ziyuan talked to贺阳to learn more about the process.
A professor at the Beijing Institute of Fashion Technology,贺阳, approached the challenge with her usual attention to detail. Her studio submitted more than a dozen prototypes, aimed at needing out the staff, technical officials, and volunteers for the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics in the most splendid of colors and designs. And this one was chosen.
It's not her first time designing outfits for Olympics, having also made the official outfits for the 2008 Games. She spent 2 years on the uniform for Beijing 2022, along with lots of edits.
Different color schemes are used for different roles. For instance, volunteers wear blue, technical officials gray, and ordinary staff black.
My design was selected in 2008. I didn't really care about wins or losses in this round of selection. Since I was chosen in 2008, I was quite satisfied. So I was free to pay attention to what I truly care about.
For such a high-profile event, the designers were asked to work with a certain set of graphics and colors. However, the detail of the outfit, such as functionality and accessories, were left to each individual designer. Even for somebody who's been through something like this before, it was still quite demanding.
Speaking of the color black, the judges say do not use too much black at the sport events. It doesn't seem to fit the theme. I made the judgments according to their feedback. I realized black and gray are the only two which go well with red. I hold on to my ideas. I think this is better. If my design is not selected, let it be.
Black is not the most welcome of colors in traditional Chinese color symbolism. It can represent sadness and bad luck. Despite the challenges, she was happy to stick to her principles. Her team even considered putting a GPS locator on sleeves in case of emergency, such as an avalanche. However, after considering the chances of that, they changed it to a simple whistle on the left sleeve for cases of emergency. Professor He says China should be proud of its design and fashion industry.
If we satisfy our daily needs, we improve our living standards and tastes for fashion. You are the pioneers. You don't really need to breed yourself or mimic international designers. You are the fashion icons and you lead the trend. Maybe they will check out ours. China is known for its abundance of art and it is high class. If we really utilize what we have, they will be so jealous of us. We don't need to look at others, and we will be the top.
Professor He says many designers want to establish their own brands, but it's not for her. She will return to her focus on Chinese traditional costumes and concentrate on sharing that love with her students, allowing more future designers to shine with a better understanding of Chinese culture and fashion. Sen Ziyuan, CGTN, Beijing.